Well, I'm back. What if I told you that I did find a new content creator in driver world that I have come to really appreciate and enjoy? It's called Ride Along with Bree, and doesn't have anything to do with looks, it has everything to do with how she thinks. And I'll tell you why real quick. She is very, very, very detailed and very thought process oriented when it comes to making decisions while driving food for the food delivery companies. Even though I don't really know what market she's specifically in or what kind of market she's in or if how it compares to a semi-rural ex-urban market such as my own, but I can say this much: even if the numbers are a little bit different and the calculus is somewhat different, the thought process is the same. And that's this: what if I also told you that your biggest task while you're driving for the apps is not delivering food or delivering groceries or whatever it is? Your primary task in doing this is analyzing your risk. And you're like, well, what kind of risk? Well, there's all kinds of risk actually when it comes to driving for these apps. Let me go through a few of them in pretty rapid fire order here. Your risk of deactivation, your risk of being taken off of the platform is something you always have to monitor. There are certain orders which lend more to this than others, such as orders where the cell reception is bad and you are not able to take or submit a picture. Uber is pretty notorious for this one. DoorDash, not as bad, but it can still happen there too. I have received a TOS violation from DoorDash for this reason. I was in a spot where I was not able, the picture was not able to upload, and they said that I took too much time to deliver the food, which of course was not true. So that's one risk. Other risks are financial. It's not necessarily going to be something that's going to cost you your position on the platform, but you're risking your expenses. You're risking your vehicle every time you go out there. And her numbers and her calculus and determination tells me that Bree is thinking of these things possibly in rapid fire order. You do this for a while, you get good at doing and making these calculations in rapid fire order because the app only gives you like 10 to 15 seconds to either accept or decline an offer. So you have to be good at this, which is why I calculated my expenses to be 72 cents per mile on my specific vehicle, which is a 2018 Kia Sorento, not exactly the mileage efficiency king by any stretch of the imagination. And depreciation, deferred maintenance, and things like that, all part of the equation. 72 cents per mile. And I'm in a semi-rural market. What this means is that most of my trips go out of town, and you need to double the mileage, so it really needs to come in at like $1.44 per mile overall for the trip to break even for me. Anything above that is profit. And Bree is thinking along these lines when making her determinations. She will film with her app up just like I am right now, and determine, okay, this is going this is going 10 miles for $3. That's a no. And of course, in my math that I just explained, would also be a no in my world as well. Some trips are rejects no matter where you are. Some trips are acceptable. In my case, if a trip is in town, stays within Forest Lake, that's a little different because when you end the trip on that, you're still in the zone. Particularly on DoorDash, which does do fairly defined pickup zones. So if you stay within the zone and you're still able to pick up orders on the other end and you're in a viable area to accept orders on the drop-off point, then I'm only looking for 72 cents a mile, not $1.44. She is thinking the same thing. And And I'm going to link her channel in here as well. And I'm also going to link one of her videos as well, so you can see what I'm talking about. These are things that you have to learn how to think. You got to learn how you got to calculate your overall expenses per mile, what they are, calculate them across an entire month, typical month, for example, based on your car payments, based on your depreciation formula, which IRS has available, by the way, on their site, irs.gov. So figure that out, add everything up together, and you'll get your expenses per mile. Again, for me, 72 cents per mile, $1.44 in a round trip when you're talking about going outside of the city of Forest Lake. If you are in a semi-rural, ex-urban environment such as my own. But Bree is thinking along these lines, and I can definitely endorse that kind of thought process. So I'm gonna link one of her videos in here where she's talking about these things, and I'm also gonna link the channel as a whole. So with that said, I'll see you on the next go around. Again, I'm not filming on a regular basis these days. This is a very limited purpose channel. The potential audience is not massive, so I've not generated audience numbers that are sufficient for this. So anyway, I will leave it at that for now. As always, peace out, homies.